What's up, guys? This is the Board Game Roamer. We're back with the This War of Mine playthrough. This is episode 4. We've got we got a lot going on. Um, Lots of wounds. As you can see down here, we have 2 characters with 3 wounds, which means we don't have any actions. One of those is one of the 2 original characters that we have to keep alive until the end of the game. And then Amelia over here has 2 wounds, but also is the second character that we have to keep alive. So, yeah, this is going to be tough. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the morning phase. And as usual, we roll for our card here. This is the Our Town expansion, so we roll a black die, and a 3 says place 1 thug figure on the outside space or on the findings pile. Ah, my. I guess I'm going to put them on the outside space. I put one on the findings pile last time. Okay. So that's morning. So that is done. We want a higher level so we can get rid of thugs and soldiers. So we have 1 action. Okay. Now I'm curious. Let's see here. I think if there's 3. Yeah. Basically, these 2 can't do anything, which really sucks. Gosh. Uh, I think we're gonna visit. We really need to get a 4th person in here so that we can get some things done. So I think Amelia is gonna have to chance it and go outside. So this is the first time we've used the outside. So here's what happens with the outside. Normally when we go outside, we roll a black die. If we roll a 1, we get 2 wounds on whoever went outside. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because that will be 4 wounds for her. Assuming that the bandages don't kick in, which they, believe it or not, can kick in. They just haven't kicked in. They just haven't gotten any worse. But also, we would roll the die normally and look at the farmers that are placed on the outside space, and we could trade. Unfortunately for us, there are no farmers on that space, so I'm not even going to bother with rolling. So we draw a visitor card and we resolve it. So here's the visitor card. Alright, arrival. A feverish stranger asks for shelter. If you decide to take this person on, draw a card from the unused character deck and add them to your group. Place a level 1 illness token, possibly raising the illness of everybody. Bandages, shotgun, and an ammo if we bring them in. Well, heck yeah, we're going to bring them in, especially with the bandages. And they don't even have wounds, which is even better. Now, our illness could go up, but we do have meds, and I can easily deal with that. So we go to the characters deck. Okay. At least we get bandages, right? And bandages, we're shuffling the characters. Alright, and I'll tell you what, let's roll. Let's roll this D10. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 7. Alright. Who do we get? Katya, 0 prowess, 7 empathy. She's a reporter. When trading with Katya, trade commission is lowered to 0. Okay. Habit discard, she's coffee. If we had a guitar, she could help with that. And if she gets wounded, her misery goes up, which is okay, because at this point, hey, you wouldn't be part of our party if you're not wounded or otherwise almost incapacitated. We only take the most beat up people we can find. Or we'll send you outside where you'll be beat down by thugs, and then we'll take you. Because that's just the kind of people apparently we are. Okay, so it says she comes in with a level 1 illness. So let me find level 1 illness. And roll the black die for each character in your group and raise the illness by 1. So hopefully a 1 through a 3, the illness goes up. So we'll start with Boris. Crap. His illness goes up. Then we'll go to Anton. 7, nothing happens. Amelia. Dang, a 1. Okay. And she brings with her a bandage, shotgun, and an ammo. So, let's see here. Shotgun. And ammo. And some other bandages. Alright. And since we can place these at any point in time, we are definitely going to go ahead and place this on Anton. And the meds also will place on, I think we'll place those on Amelia. Hoping that we can, let's put these down here for, hoping that we can get her healed up. Well, I don't know. Boris is so close to being dead. I don't know. Let's put the meds on him. I may regret that, but he does have the most inventory, so. Alright, and then the card goes out of the game because we did use it, and we didn't just trade with it. So, that takes care of, that takes care of the morning phase. Oh, crap. I always forget. I need to draw an event card. Ugh. Add 3 tokens to the cold space. Everybody's getting sick. I only have 2. 3. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure. Place the card on the findings pile. The value of cigarettes, moonshine, alcohol, and jewelry is raised by 5. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that was the event. Then we took our actions. Day actions. Now we drink water. Discard it from the storage. We have 3. So we'll say everybody but Katia drinks. And that means that we roll a die for her. And on a 4, her hunger goes up by 1, of course. Of course. Fortunately, that does not affect us yet. Then each character should eat 1 or more food. Well, we have no food. Do we? No food. So everybody's hunger goes up. So her hunger is now 2. Amelia's is 3. Anton's is 3. Boris is 3. I mean, fortunately, hunger does not affect us action-wise bad, but, I mean, just like everything else, once we get to 4, it's game over, man. So, we really got to figure out let's see. I'm going to look through here. I mean, we could build a stove, I guess, at some point, but we gotta have raw food and all that to even deal with that. Okay, so next phase is the evening phase. Boris is going to sleep on the bed. He has the most fatigue. And I need to find our reporter because I have not gotten her thing yet. Let's see here. Yep, there she is. She will be blue. Alright, well, I think Amelia's gonna stand guard. Send these off here. Amelia's gonna stand guard, which means her fatigue is gonna go up by 1. We're going to give her the pistol, I think, and 1 ammo. And then we're going to send out Amelia for scavenging. And I think we're going to send out Anton for scavenging. And we're going to give them the shotgun and the hatchet. And also 1 ammo token. Okay. And they will incur 1 fatigue. So they will go, Anton will go to 2 fatigue. And Katia will go to 1 fatigue. Alright. So that's evening. And we'll take, let's see here. Boris' fatigue will be reduced by 2, so his fatigue goes away completely. I don't know how much good that's really going to do, but at this point, that's what we're going to do. All right. Scavenging. So, we have to choose what we want to look at. Where do we want to send them? Oh, and we'll send them, as always, with a lockpick, too. Gosh. I really think we need to send them to the warehouse because there's canned food there. Again. So, let's do that. I mean, they've got some pretty decent weapons. Hopefully, if they run into any trouble, they can take care of that. We got a pistol over here for, yeah. Alright, so that is a close location. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 unknown cards. Noise marker set to 1. And let's get cracking. You may ignore this card or hide out. Turn as many cards as you wish and lower the noise by the same amount. No point in doing that. It's still 1. Next, search the heap. Return 2 exploration cards and raise the noise by 1, or raise the noise by 1 and roll for the noise. Well, it's only 1, so I say raise it to 2. And we'll roll and get a 3. We just barely made it out of there. So we get to pull a card and make sure these are shuffled from the findings pile. And we're going to resolve the heap. So what did we get? Let me put these guys on here just so that we remember. And remember what they have. Actually, let me put all that down here, I think. Just to help remember. Or I suppose I could do it this way. I could put the shotgun with Anton and give Katya the hatchet. That way they're kind of off to the side. And put the lock, pick it down. Okay, so the heat, we get ammo, chems, and we roll the black die. So 1 ammo. Alright, so there's 1 ammo, a chem, 1 ammo, 1 chem, and we roll the black die. We get an 8, which is a weapon part and not canned food. Dang it. And then we shuffle this back into the findings deck. So we're going to do the shuffling, shuffling, shuffling. Give it a good shuffle. Whoop. Give it a good shuffle. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's the heat card. Next card, basement entrance. Check to see if there's a basement entrance. There is a basement entrance. If there is a basement, you may resolve this card immediately. We'll say raise the noise by 3. It's going to make it a 5 and roll for the noise. This is one we've got before where we can add extra cards to the exploration deck. A 6. Whew, we just barely made it. So we add 5 cards from the exploration deck to the unknown. Again, I'm going to put those on the bottom. I'm assuming that's how that works. And then we'll hold on to that because we could potentially scavenge. I think I saw something. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and roll the black die. Add the number to the returned exploration result. Oops. And the result is 1 to 5. We draw and resolve a resonance card. I'm going to return 2. Well, I guess this return is not the same thing as discard. So I'm going to return 2. I'm going to roll the dice. So we want a 3 or more. That's a 10, so we're good. No resonance. Draw another card. Search furniture. Make no other card. Search for furniture. Return 2 exploration cards. Yep. So those are going to go here. To draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck, we'll go ahead and use this basement entrance to discard and draw 2 cards from the findings deck. So here's our 2 cards. We're doing the furniture chart. So unfortunately it's not the pantry, but alright, so we get herbs, a book, moon on the first one. Herbs, a book. So let me find the herbs. 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 Where are you, herbs? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Herbs. A book. moonshine. I just did that in a mechanical part. And then we roll the die. And we get a 9, which is, oh yes, canned food. That's the first card. The second card is a knife, a shell, and a cigarette. And again, we roll the D10. Another 9 would be great. That's not what we got, and that is sugar on a 1 to 4. And then that goes there. These get added back into the findings pile and shuffled. Boop, 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 boop. So we're finding a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, we only have 6 weight we can carry back. And half of that, we have a hatchet and a shotgun. So this is going to be tough deciding what to take back. You may ignore this card, return 2 exploration cards to save it and use it anytime during the scavenging phase, hiding place, or rolling the noise. You may discard this card to ignore an encounter or perform a backstab. I'm going to go ahead and do that just because I don't want to take the chance of having a fight, because these guys are not going to be able to do it. Climb up. Return 3 exploration cards to look for another way, or roll the gray token. Again, I think I'm going to have to return 3 because I just cannot take any more damage. Alright. Next card, closed door. Pick the lock, requires a pick lock. Return one exploration card and roll the black die. After opening, we get to add cards. So we do have a lock pick with us. So let's return one exploration card and roll the black die. And a 5 to a 10, 5 to a 10. It opens and we discard the lockpick. So the lockpick goes away. After opening, add 5 cards from the exploration deck to the unknown deck. Draw and resolve 1 findings card furniture chart, then discard the closed door card. So we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to the stack. Hopefully I'm not doing this wrong, because my return, I always get worried about this. So looking at the definition of return, discard token resource means that you should return it to the box. Remove token means you move it from the game. I don't see any clear definition of return. So to me, return means put it back in the stack. And then we draw a findings card and resolve again the furniture chart, where we get herbal meds. Ooh, nice. Those don't have any weight. Jewelry, a weapon part, and a filter. Jewelry. Jewelry? We haven't got jewelry yet. Weapon part and a filter, which is the gray. We've seen that before. Man, we got a pile of stuff. And we roll the D10. We want a 9 or 10, but instead we get an 8, which is another weapon part. And this goes back to the findings pile. Let's give it a shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle. Yep, lots of shuffling. But that's okay. I mean, that's cool. That gets discarded. Okay, and we draw another card. You may ignore this card or poke about. Return an exploration card or roll for noise to choose one finding from the special findings chart for this. Oh, like that's even a question. We're definitely going to return one exploration card for sure. And we're going to choose a special item from the special findings. Guess what we're going to choose? Yeah, we're going to choose canned food. Not surprising. Although, all right, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. Never mind. Yeah, we're going to choose canned food. All right, and then we draw another card. Bars, if there are bars, which there are bars, we'll have to place it and try to resolve it later because we don't have a saw. Next card stares down. Return 3 exploration cards. I think we're just going to end the exploration. Because if we roll for noise, we're probably definitely going to get something. So we're going to go ahead and end the exploration. Is what we're going to do. So I'm going to take all these. Oops. And all those. Give them a quick shuffle. There we go. Whoa. I just about murdered my dog with a card, y'all. He just looked at me like, seriously? I was trying to sleep. Goodness. Alright, so I reshuffled the exploration deck. Now, remember our streets. Scavenging phase. At the end of the scavenging phase, but before choose finding stage. Roll the black die. We rolled a 3. If the result is equal to or less than the number of thugs, which there's only 1. If it's equal to or less than the number of soldiers, that doesn't count if it's equal to or less than thug or soldiers. So, fortunately, nothing happens with scavenging. So that's good. So, carrying stuff back. Choose findings. Remember, we have 2 weight for the shotgun, 1 for the hatchet. We have a total of 6 inventory, so we can carry back 3 weight worth of items. So I think, without a doubt, both the canned foods are going back. Jewelry, the shell, anything that doesn't have weight, herbal meds, ammo, book, herb, chems. Alright, so basically we're left with 3 weapon parts. Oops. A mechanical part, sugar, moonshine, knife, and filter. And we have 1 weight. I'm gonna say carry the knife. That's just another weapon we can use potentially. So put the filter, mechanical parts, all that back. And this is our stack of stuff. Now, fortunately, what this event card does is it's going to raise the value of certain things. but I don't know. I mean, I wish I had more inventory, but of course, Boris is sick as a dog and shot up and everything else. So that's choose the findings. Um, oh, gosh, here it is. Yeah, return expiration card, return them face down to the expiration date. So, okay. Night raid. Okay. Well, scavenging is done. Night raid. Roll the black die immediately after drawing a night raid card. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a night raid card. Immediately we're going to roll the black die. We rolled a 5. If the result is equal to or less than the number of soldier figures on the outside space, well, there's only one. So that doesn't do anything. But because we now have a soldier and a thug, both the damage and wounds are going to go up by 1. And this is why it's so critical that hopefully next turn, if we can get some people with actions, we can start building some board up tokens with component and wood, because we desperately need those. So we drew the NARC cards. Choose a character currently on guard. Okay, so this is a new card. Choose a character currently on guard duty, check their misery, and roll the black die. So, currently Amelia is on guard duty. Her misery is 3. And so we roll a black die. A 9. Amelia. So a 9 to 10, it says entry 513. So let's go to the book of scripts. Look at entry 513. It better not be she walks away. My father and sister were dead. The neighbors told me that the militia members entered the house claiming they were looking for Gronzi informants. They interrogated and killed my family, and before setting fire to the house, took everything valuable they could find. I'm sure looting was the real reason for their visit. And back to the game. So, wow, that sucks. Her parents were killed for really no reason. Man, that really sucks. But at least we didn't have to fight, which is great. So shuffle, it said shuffle that card back into the Night Raid's deck. So that is done. Night Raid is completed. Now we have the Crime Wave. This is where we add a residence or Night Raid cards. Again, I'm going to add 1 to each. Try to minimize the brutality. There's no more resident cards to add. So there you go. Now here's what's going to stink. Alright. Remember, we have those objective card. Food for the hungry. We haven't done anything with it. It says at any time you may discard the number of raw food or canned food to move it, and we have to do 4. Now the penalty is raise all characters' misery by 2. Well, that would make the last 2 original characters that we had go away. So we can't do that. So, hey Chihuahua. Here's what's going to happen. At dawn, the scavenging party returns. So everybody's back here. They bring all of their stuff. So we have a hatchet. Let's see if I can somewhat organize this. A shotgun. We have electrical parts here. A book. A shovel. A shell filter. Ammo. Then we've got chems and herbs. And another book. And a medical herb, which we will give to Amelia. We have a cigarette, another shell, jewelry, which is actually now worth 15 if we traded, 2 canned foods, another ammo, and a knife. And of course we have the pistol and an ammo. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. As soon as we do that, before we go to the next step, we're going to take these 2 canned food goods that we got, because we can't let the misery go up or the game ends. So we're going to use these to go to Food for the Hungry. That eliminates, we're at 0. That's all of the requirements done for the card. So we're going to look here. I don't remember. Does it say distribute cards on the board, shelter cards for the events deck, shared experience, blah blah blah. Let me look at the. Just want to double check. I'm looking in the wrong deck. Just want to double check the event card. Determine the objectives. Find it. Okay, we did that. At the end of each chapter, resolve any reward penalty from the corresponding objective cards. So this is the end of chapter 1. All right. So we would resolve the objective card as soon as we're done with the rest of this, if I understand that correctly. So with sign meds and bandages, we have done that. Everybody's got everything they can get. Then we draw a fate card, and this is where we're hoping. Oh, we're hoping that this is going to say, golly. Okay, this is a bad one. Raise the illness of all ill characters who do not take any meds. Well, Boris doesn't go up. He's ill. Anton is ill, so he'll go to 2. Amelia took meds, so she doesn't go up. And Katya did not take any meds. So we don't have any, so she'll go up to 2. Discard the herbal med tokens. Herbal med tokens. That's only this one. From all characters. If cold tokens minus 4 tokens equals 4 or more, well, there's 6. Actually, technically 7, but I'm assuming that if I don't have enough tokens, that the counting stops. Raise 3 characters' illness by 1. Okay, so well, board. I guess Boris, Anton, and Katya are gonna get even more ill. Boris now has a 3. Katya has a 3. And Anton now also has 3. That is way too many black dots, guys. Exchange the nearest location. So that's the warehouse is gone. And if you remember back a while, we had this Reality Impact that was an exploration card. We now will shuffle that back into the exploration deck, which I'll do in a minute. The warehouse goes away. Everything slides down. And we have a military outpost at the far location. That's probably not good. Resolve weight tokens. We have no weight tokens. Resolve Spirit A on all character cards. Okay, if Boris is fatigued, level 2 or 3. Fortunately, he is not. Anton, if there is at least one book in the storage, lower Anton's misery by 1. And raise his fatigue by 1. So, he stayed up all night reading. So, he's now fatigue 3. Discard 1 coffee from the storage. Oh gosh, we don't have coffee. Or raise Amelia's misery, oh jeez, by 1. So she is done for. Discard 1 coffee from the storage or raise Katya's misery by 1. So she also is a coffee drinker. What is the deal with all these coffee drinkers? Probably should have spent a little bit more time and made it a point to find coffee or do something to make coffee. And then shuffle this back into the Fate deck. Oh, Fate. Fate, you fickle, fickle mistress. Everybody's so sick. Or wounded that nobody can do anything. Literally. Yeah, literally. Alright. Then draw 2 narrative action cards. 1, 2. And we have Dead On. Play during any combat or during your backstab, you're wielding a hatchet, automatically kill 1 enemy, or play during the night raid phase. If the character on guard duty has a hatchet, automatically ignore 1 night raid card. Vigilant Watch. Play during the night raid phase, lower the damage wounds from a single night raid card by 4 tokens. Resources and wounds still requires at least 1 character to be in guard duty. Well, I mean, what's the difference, right? Really? Guess we'll keep Dead On. That will allow us to ignore the card completely. The narrative action card goes into the back. Bottom of the deck. We do resolve this objective card. Immediately craft 1 fitting for free, even from the ideas deck. I'm assuming this is when I do that. I'm not 100% sure. If it's not right, let me know. And we can do it from any deck. So we need to look at everything. There's a bed. There's a chair. If we had a stove, we could have a cooking stove and make additional raw food. That'd be nice. Metal workshop, rainwater, deadfall trap, herb garden. Or we can make herbal meds, a steel, a radio. We could do that to get rid of misery. Or we could build a heater. I don't know. I think we better build a heater. Where to put the heater? I think I'm going to put the heater right here. It's basically we get rid of 2 wood. And for an action, get rid of a card. I mean, get rid of a cold token, which is definitely something we need to do. Alright. So that's that. Now, unfortunately, Amelia leaves. Well, she's gone. We have an epilogue. I don't know whether she left or not, but she ain't here no more. Which means if Boris is done for, we are done for. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to tell you her story. I'll let you find that out on your own. But suffice it to say that she is gone away. And now we have to make a misery check because somebody is gone. I think she goes back into. Did she go out of the game? I can't remember. Hold on a second. Let me look back here. I know I put Bruno back in there. I mean, I don't know. I'll look it up. For now, I'm going to assume that character card goes out of the game. No. Let me look. I don't know. I don't know what it says. Combat. Blink. Image death if you killed. See page 66. What's the entry was? Oh, no, that's just for exploration. Alright. I'm just gonna assume they go away. No, because I didn't do the chef that way. So maybe I should have. So I'm gonna assume they go away completely. Oops. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, let me know. So just like our board is very dark, the outlook for our people is very dark. So since somebody left, like I said, we get to roll. Oh man. And what does it say? At the end of the dawn phase, the group today, if the answer is yes, roll the black die. So we'll start with Boris. If the result is equal to or less than their empathy, raise their misery by 2. Well, guess what? That takes out Boris. Which means that we now have none of our original characters. Which means that we lose the game. That stinks. But I try to play it as straight as I can, as honest as I can, and that's the way it goes, I guess. Things I could have done different. I really don't know. Those wounds from searching is what really messed us up, because we just could not get that fate card to get rid of those wounds to have actions. Man, it's tough. I wondered in the box, or at least with the Kickstarter, they gave you a book that said, once you successfully complete the campaign. Now there are some like 1 day, 1-off type deals and things you can do with the sewer map and all that sort of stuff. Well, that's not a good example. There's like scenarios, like a 1 day or like a long day or some kind of different scenarios that you can play shorter. But the campaign is like the big long one. So once you complete that, open up this package. Guess can't open up the package. Well, I guess that's it for this War of Mine. Thank you guys for watching. At this point, I have actually been doing a lot of taping, so I've only uploaded one video. So the second, third, and I believe this will be the fourth episode will come out, and I'm sure there's stuff that I've messed up. Hopefully, I didn't mess up anything that would have made a huge major change in the outcome of the game. But hopefully, you guys still enjoyed it. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. We just finished Thanksgiving a couple days ago. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you guys and hanging out with me in the channel and just letting me share my board gaming experience with you. So until next time, I am the Board Game Roamer, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.